Hello, everyone. My name is John Edwards. With me, as always, is Zeke Baker, or Nacho Libre. And together, we are the Dads Drinking Bourbon. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, thank you for making us a part of your day. Zeke, say hello to the folks.
How y'all doing?
Nacho!
I only saw that movie like once.
What?
I think I only saw that once, maybe twice.
Well, you kind of look like Nacho Libre with that mustache.
I don't doubt that. Plus his hair, Jesus.
You do have the Jack Black hair in that movie. It is, yes. It is kind of rough.
Sorry if this is a quick hitter, but I do have.
Zeke's a busy guy.
Gotta get my hair did here soon.
I know his hair is a little bit moppy right now. I kind of like it. You kind of have that frat boy look.
No, God.
Just saying, you start doing the frat flip. You look like a Georgia frat boy with a mustache.
Too many cowlicks.
You look like a Georgia frat boy's dad. So today we are tasting something in these half-ounce pours. Again, this is something where either a distillery sends something to us, or one of our friends sends something to us, or a listener sends something to us. And this is coming directly from Springfield Distillery in Halifax County, Virginia. They sent us 2 of their naturally flavored whiskeys, which is something that Zeke and I don't go after too often. And I kind of did tell them, hey, we drink a lot of whiskey neat and we drink a lot of regular whiskey. We don't venture down flavored whiskey too much, but they sent us their scratch whiskey. Zeke's scratching himself right now, and you can hear it.
Man, that's perfect. I didn't even plan that.
Zeke's scratching an itch right there.
They put some good stuff in here. But
it's brown sugar cinnamon is one of them, and then the other one is a sweet heat. They both come in at 30% alcohol by volume, and which isn't too bad. It's kind of more like a moonshine. Right? They say you can have these neat. They have the sweet heat with whiskey sours and Bloody Marys. They also say it's really good in hot chocolate. But they have some recipes that, they do a lot of good things. Ginger ale with pineapple juice and the brown sugar cinnamon tastes like a pineapple upside down cake. So there are some things you can do with these. A lot of recipes that you should reach out to Springfield Distillery on. We're venturing into a territory that we don't go to that often. So,
well, just on the air.
I don't really drink a lot of flavored whiskey at home, but...
Well, me either, but I've actually tinkered around and played with these things for a little bit for the past few weeks. Surprisingly, depending on the type of beer you have, I've had some that mixed pretty well with beer, gave it a little extra kick, threw a splash in there, and I definitely wasn't opposed to it. It might not have been the most proper beverage or drink to have, but hey, if you enjoy it, who cares?
Well, let's talk about this sweet heat first. It almost has, on the taste, it goes down really smooth. I mean, it's 30% ABV, but it almost has like a Tabasco aftertaste that comes up.
That's what I got, was literally just a spice that's even kiltered. It's not too warm, but it's there front to back, and even after the finish, like it hangs. And again, it's not off-putting to me, but it's noticeable.
I really think what they were telling me, how it would go well in a Bloody Mary, and I know some people, when you're doing reviews, don't always think mixing it with cocktails is fair, but this is made for a Bloody Mary.
Oh, I mean, what's made for mixing?
Yeah.
Nobody said, have this neat in your Glencairn.
We tried.
I did.
But no, Zeke has been putting a dent on these.
I'm a sucker for sweets sometimes, man. You can tell which one I like, too. I mean...
Oh, I'm just saying, I think the one you like is the one I like. And you have the sweet heat, and then you have the brown sugar cinnamon. There's not a lot of tasting notes to say on that sweet heat besides it's whiskey and then Tabasco aftertaste, right?
Yeah, both of these, to be what I assume, are pretty young. Neither have like that off-putting corn. Doesn't taste dry or like hay in the barn. or any other way that, I think of or see, just a young raw corn product. I don't get that at all. I don't know what other stuff's in here or what flavorings they've got going, but at least I can say that's certainly not there.
That brown sugar cinnamon is it's like an apple pie moonshine.
Oh man, like it's sweet, and I can only imagine. Are these all just pure corn distillate?
I think so.
Nice. I mean, I'll give them credit for whatever they're using on top of the corn, because, I mean, it's not there, and Lord knows I sure don't like young corn.
No. And if it was young corn, you would be saying something. But man, I could sit there and crush that brown sugar cinnamon. I could just crush it. I don't need to mix that one with anything.
No, even better, you wouldn't even smell like you've been drinking.
No, you smell like you've been eating a pie. What you been doing? Eating cookies?
Wasn't drinking.
Wasn't
Smell
drinking.
my breath.
It's really. I would love to sit around and play with these in cocktails and some of the things. I mean, I think a hot chocolate with that brown sugar cinnamon would be really good. It adds a sweetness to it. You don't have to put any sugar in there.
Well, see, I thought about the sweet heat for the hot chocolate.
Really?
You ever had any of those? I think they're more expensive and kind of nicer stuff, but some folks do like primo chocolates with like some kind of spice or pepper in them.
No.
It's interesting. Especially if it's something that's like a semi-sweet or a dark chocolate, and then you get the little kick from that behind it. It's interesting, and even if you think you don't like it when you first bite into it, it's just kind of like, oh, well, shit, give me another piece of that.
Well, I think it's not going to be in our daily rotation, right? Neither one of these would be in our daily rotation, but if you're looking for some things for cocktails...
What's the price on these? I don't think... Did you throw it out or did I miss it?
I didn't throw it out. I can't imagine... Let's look this up. Talk to the folks about something while I...
Sorry. Caught my stat man sleeping after I took care of his duty on the last one of these.
I know. Last week you actually did one of these for me, and now...
But no, I mean, I'll assume these are like, what, $15-$20 maybe tops?
I mean...
30% alcohol product. Having these without anything else, the sweet heat is obviously the least, or the latter of the favorable here. But I think with that heat component, as many people like Tabasco on their eggs, for lack of a better example, I think you could play with that and put it in more places to add a really sweet component, and also that little kind of nudge of heat that wouldn't be rye or give you a big hug going down or anything. But as far as complexity and throwing in different flavors into a drink, I think it has more use, really. But again, I think that's just a product of how we've tried these versus what you could do with them.
It is $29.99 for most of these. They have an apple flavored whiskey, an Irish cream flavored whiskey, butterscotch, blackberry. That's the one that they said they might send us for us to try that one. An orange flavored whiskey, a regular bourbon whiskey that's $36.99. The sweet heat is $29.99. Brown sugar cinnamon and honey. So they got lots of different things. Zeke's blowing up over there, Mr. Popularity. Some things are happening. Some things are happening while we're even on
hair is growing on John's head. It's just the sides.
It is just the sides, unfortunately.
I don't know, $29.99. That's. I would have to look at it twice or know what I was going to do with it. I feel like at $20, especially this is one of those things, folks do the tastings in store. At $20, anybody that tastes the full line, they're walking away with one or two.
I think 25. Even if you drop it $5 and put it 25, it's a no-brainer if you make cocktails regularly, or you're having.
You know how tastings are though. You go in, here, try some of these. I mean, somebody pours you sounds like they've got a pretty good size portfolio. Somebody lets you taste all those. Yeah, I'll take one, $20.
I feel like going to the distillery would be trouble, because you and not in a bad way, right? But you go to the distillery, you try things there, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I left with 3.
But you could use them. Again, honestly, I've had a few. I know what kind of beers they were. Something left in the fridge. threw a splash of this in there, and it kind of upped the beer a little bit, made it a little sweeter. I won't call it frou-frou per se, but if somebody wanted to say that, I couldn't knock them for it.
I would want to taste more of these, and I'd probably, I'd definitely get that brown sugar cinnamon. I would think about the other ones. I'd be interested in that apple and the blackberry. Yeah. And then their bourbon. I'd love to actually try their bourbon. So I would be interested to see what that tastes like, because I'm interested in their bourbon, because if this is a corn distillate and they're making it this way and it doesn't taste overly corny, I have to think they know how to use a still over there. So I'd be interested to see what they're putting out, and plus a bourbon at $37.
Well, that or they're really good with the natural flavors.
Yeah, either way. Anyways, on that note, we're starting the year off right. Let us know, reach out to us, tell us what you want to see us do in 2019. Follow our Facebook group on Facebook. It's Dad's Drinking Bourbon. Answer a couple questions and get in. Follow us on Instagram at Dad's Drinking Bourbon, Facebook at Dad's Drinking Bourbon, Twitter at Bourbon Dads. Follow us on your favorite podcast provider. Please leave us a 5-star review. Tell us why you like us. If you don't, reach out. We want to do better. Zeke, where else can the folks find us?
I guess sipping something with our families the next few weeks. It's the holidays. John and I will be scattered and all over. Shoot us PMs if have any questions or anything random.
Slide into Zeke's DMs. Cheers.
Jesus.